Good morning. Good morning. Toxic positivity, Brittany J. Did not know that I was going to have a message today. I woke up really early and nothing came to me. Excuse me. And then I woke up at 4 and boom. So it's kind of one of my favorite things to talk about because I talk about it a lot. Manifestation. So I know that's everywhere right now. Manifestation. 369 manifestation. So, and if you see my stuff, I always label stuff 369. Not only because I love it because it's about manifestation, but also I have 3 kids. My twins are born in June, which is the 6th month, and my baby is born in September, which is the 9th month. So I love the 369. So synchronicity. So anyway, manifestation. I want to say I'm a master manifester. I'm gonna brag about it. Yes, I am. Um, I I pretty much get what I want, and the universe usually gives me what I want. I'm spoiled. I'm gonna brag about it. I don't care. I'm gonna brag about it. They told me to brag about it, so I'm gonna brag about it. And everybody's different. Like, I know that people have all these different ways of manifestation. I'm just gonna talk about the way I manifest, and they all pretty much are the same. I'm not gonna say like there's one way to do it. There's not one way to do anything. There's multiple ways to do everything. So the way I manifest is um I love to write stuff down. I have notebooks of information in my head, things I want to do, things I don't want to do, manifestations, dreams, hopes, all that stuff. So I write my stuff down and it gets done. But the thing is, this is what messes a lot of people up with manifestation is. They think I'll write it down and the universe is going to give it to me. That's not how it works. So I'll write it down and then I will do things to make it happen. Like I help. That's why it's called co-creating with the universe. It's not the creator just gives you what you want. Like you're co-creating. So you come up with the plan or the vision or whatever, and then you make steps to make it happen. You know what I mean? Like it's common sense. Like you can't just put a seed in the ground and then not water it and not put fertilizer and not put sunlight and stuff like that. Like you have to do something to make it grow. You can't just put it in the ground and expect things to happen. I mean, sometimes that does, but it's not gonna last very long. It's not gonna grow to its full potential. So, writing it down. Usually, sometimes it's a list form. Um, and just be clear. Like you have, and that's the thing too. Like you have to be clear on what it is. Cause me, I know I can be a very indecisive person. That's why sometimes certain things I want to manifest doesn't happen because I give up on it or I'm not really fully in. But that's the way you make it happen. You have to be fully in. Like it's intention and it's emotion. You have to be emotionally attached to it some kind of way for it to happen. I don't. It's kind of like not okay. Yeah. You got to be emotionally attached to it, but not in an unhealthy way. Not obsessed with it, but like you feel it. Like it's already happening. Like okay, I definitely have that already. And I know I'm like it sounds cliche, but that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Um, so writing it down and see like that's what's messing me up with certain manifestations. Like I'm working on a big manifestation right now, so it's kind of hard. And I know this is probably like a lot of people. Like it's kind of hard for people to manifest certain things because it's something that you've never had. So it's kind of hard to have that emotional attachment to it. But that's why it's important to be in that I know I had a video on this before, be in that kind of mind frame of playing and imagination. We're so gone and far away from playing and imagination that it's hard for us to feel connected to our dreams and our goals because we've been so disconnected. It's like we have to have hard proof of stuff for it to happen. But you have to really get emotional. And that's basically what magic is too. Like you have to be emotional with it to make things happen. So making a list, being emotionally attached to it, not unhealthy, not obsessed, but emotionally connected. Like feel like it's already happening to you. Like you already have it. Like it's already mine. Like I got it already. And then when you have that mindset, the next thing is also gratitude. Gratitude, you should have gratitude anyway, beyond just manifesting. You should have gratitude anyway. because it's a cliche, but no, nothing is promised to us. The next day is not promised to us. So you have to appreciate everything. And that's like the old saying, like, you're not going to get blessed with other things if you don't appreciate and take care of the things you have. So that's another common sense thing. Like, you're not going to get blessed with more if you don't even appreciate what you have. So writing it down, emotional, gratitude. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I'm telling you, like the universe, and a lot of the times the universe they answer very quickly. But it all depends on you too. Like it depends on what work you want to put into it. So like this is what even what I'm doing now. This is something. This is way out of my comfort zone. But they're like, if you want something that you've never had, you got to do stuff you ain't never do. So that is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because what I want is so big. And that's the thing sometimes, like, uh, we don't think big enough. Or, that's where you can start to thinking or manifesting something smaller and make it happen. And then you can get those big things. Because that's what I had this conversation with two people the other day. Like, a lot of the times when we're manifesting, we go for the tree instead of starting with the seed. Like we work backwards, and I know I do the same thing. Sometimes you see the end goal. Oh, sorry y'all. Sometimes we see the end goal and then we think that's what we're manifesting, but it's also the journey. So you have to incorporate that in the manifestation. You can't just be like, oh, I want the tree. You got to start with the seed, because you're not going to appreciate the tree if you didn't go through the process of growing that tree. You know what I mean? Like even like back in the day, like when I had to buy a car, bought my first car, you know, it's different than when somebody gives you a car. You just gonna run that shit into the ground. I don't care what nobody say. You most likely gonna run that shit into the ground. But if you have to pay for that car, you gotta pay the car insurance, you gotta pay the maintenance, you gotta pay for the gas. You're gonna treat that car like it's the newest car. I paid $50 for my first car. I treated that car like it was a freaking Bentley. Like I made sure the oil change, I made sure it was right. It was a little hunk of junk. It was a hoopty. Yes, it was, but it was my hoopty. And it got me where I need to go because I took care of it. And then I always got a better vehicle after that. So, and then also like another funny story about my manifestation, because the universe is funny. They got jokes. I wanted uh a convertible since I was 5 years old. Always wanted a convertible. And a few years ago, 4 years ago to be exact, I got a convertible. I got a Ford Mustang, a red convertible, 2-door. Now, mind you, I had two kids at the time. So I was like, all right, we gonna be rolling this out. We got the Mustang convertible. A week after I got the car, I found out I was having another baby. So instantly I was like, oh, I hate this car. I don't want this car no more, because being a mom is more important to me than having my dream car. So needless to say, I wanted a minivan after that. I love minivans. So, but yeah, I did get what I wanted. The universe gave me what I wanted, but it was like, you ain't say how long you wanted it for. So yeah, I had it for like, a year, I think. And then, we ended up getting a minivan. But yeah, the universe is funny. So yeah, you can manifest quite easily. Um, just with those few things. Like I never really did the 369 writing, it 3 times and then 6 times and 9 times. If that works for you, that's cool. But I just understand it as the 369. This is what I understand it as, like what I think Abraham Hicks calls it, the vortex, because it's like a spiral. And like, if you look at it that way, like you can spiral up, you can spiral down, but you're never gonna be uh I don't know, uh it's always gonna be some kind of movement to it. You gotta have some kind of movement to it for it to spiral up for you. And if you don't put the movement, you're gonna spiral down. That's the best way I can explain it, in my head. So that's my understanding of it. So yeah, manifestation, manifest that shit. Like, and meditation. The answers, and this is my thing for everybody. I tell this to everybody: meditate, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something. And then pay attention, because the universe will answer you. Every time I ask, every time. Sometimes even when I don't ask, the universe will give me answers to questions that I have. And it's basically getting answers from yourself, because there's no disconnect. We all connected. It's all the same. And that's another thing you gotta get out of. It's not, you're not getting something outside of yourself. The answers are in us, in each in our bodies, and then it comes out. And if we remember those things, manifestation can be pretty easy, pretty cool. All right. I do have another video. I had a quick thought while I was driving. Universe put it in me, downloads all the time. So it's gonna probably, piggyback this video. That's kind of how, if you notice, it's kind of like a little piggyback situation with my videos. So I hope this helps somebody. I might do more videos about manifestation. I've manifested a lot of things that I really wanted in my life. I would love to share those stories. But like, share, subscribe, comment. I love you guys. Go manifest that shit. Meditate on that shit. Write that shit down. Love y'all. Peace.